Standing up. And racing, and as they head away on the run towards fence number 1, Glen Ava with Gentle Snoopy and 5 Crossroads are close up in the early stages, and right behind them on the run towards fence number 1 is Saoirse Away, who landed a little awkwardly. They're all safely over. And quickly on now towards fence number 2. The early back marker is Hello Dolly as they clear fence number 2 and begin the turn. That's going to bring them up the straight, but all safely over 2. Glen Ava leads 5 Crossroads. Conning Beg and then Gentle Snoopy with just towards the inside Saoirse Away, and they're being followed towards the outside by Time for Bell, who's right up there too. Further back in mid-division is Violet McGuinness. Calanese Pearl and Milla Lee are back there with 1916 as they go now to race on towards fence number 3. And over in front as they take the climb, and lost one at the back. The one to go there was Hello Dolly, but it's Glen Ava who takes them along from 5 Crossroads, Time for Bell, and then Gentle Snoopy. And right down the inside is Conning Beg with Saoirse Away and Calanese Pearl. Do York is next, and they're being chased just in behind on the outside by 1916. He's also in that group. Violet McGuinness is there too with Megan's Shadow. As they go over the fence at the top where 5 Crossroads got a little bit tight to it. And round the bend, it's Glen Ava who leads by a couple of lengths. To in second spot is 5 Crossroads. Time for Bell is third. Conning Beg is 4. And then Saoirse Away with Gentle Snoopy, who's next as they round the turn. Bringing them, Do York is just next in the field. As they begin finding Fame is on the inside. As they are on their way towards the single and only fence down along the back straight. Calanese Pearl further back. Megan's Shadow is just towards the back of mid-division. 1916 is now the back marker. Milla Lee last but 1. So on their way towards the one down along the back. And out front it's Glen Ava from in second spot 5 Crossroads. Time for Bell is on the outside of Conning Beg, and this quartet are in front of Saoirse Away, who's towards the outside of Do York, and right up there too with that group is Calanese Pearl with Gentle Snoopy. Megan's Shadow and Finding Fame are next. They're being followed by Violet McGuinness and Milla Lee, who's towards the back with 1916. Continuing down now to complete their circuit, and then swing right-handed towards fences 6 and 7. And on the inside, Glen Ava. On the outside is 5 Crossroads. They're being chased by Time for Bell with Conning Beg and then Gentle Snoopy. Just behind this group, further back on the inside is Do York. The outside is Saoirse Away. Then Calanese Pearl, who's next, with Megan's Shadow and Finding Fame, as they go to the first of the 2 across the bottom of the track. And out in front, it's 5 Crossroads, who lands with the advantage. For company, Glen Ava. There's little between them now as they rise towards this one. Glen Ava and 5 Crossroads with right there too Conning Beg gone through on the inside, and then Time for Bell, Saoirse Away. Do York is next. This one's being followed a couple of lengths further back in the field by Gentle Snoopy and Finding Fame with Calanese Pearl and Megan's Shadow and 1916 and Milla Lee towards the back of the field as they now rise to make their way on towards the fence, which will be their last in the circuit's time. And Conning Beg has now come through to pick it up from Glen Ava, who's going to land in second. But racing up to past the post, Conning Beg, Glen Ava, 5 Crossroads, Time for Bell, Do York, Saoirse Away. And just in behind this group is Calanese Pearl, with towards the near side behind these Megan's Shadow. On the outside is Gentle Snoopy, 1916, Milla Lee and Finding Fame. And there are a couple in front of Violet McGuinness. Rounding the turn, are making their way towards the bend before they round the turn at the top of the track. And out front, as they go towards this one, it is Conning Beg who's going to lead over from Glen Ava in second. Back in third spot is 5 Crossroads with Time for Bell and Do York, and right up on the outside is Saoirse Away with Milla Lee, and then Calanese Pearl, Finding Fame, and on the inside Violet McGuinness is picking up. Gentle Snoopy's dropped out to be last but 1 as they turn down along the back straight and make their way on towards the only fence along the back. 1916 has gone back to be the back marker. So heading down along the back towards 4 from home Beg, Glen Ava, Time for Bell, 5 Crossroads, the leading 4. Saoirse Away is 5 with Do York down the inside of Callanese Pearl. And they're being chased just towards the outside by Megan Shadow and Milla Lee, who's in the group, as they go to rise over this one. And Beg, and one got out through the wing, they're crashing out as they make their way down along the back straight. It's Beg who still continues to show from in second spot, Time for Bell. Violet McGuinness's rider just about to get to his feet, it would appear. So the race into the bottom turn. Beg going to lead them into the turn from in second spot, Time for Bell. Then down the inside is 5 Crossroads with Glen Ava, Do York and Saoirse Away. Milla Lee is next, and then just behind these is Callanese Pearl. They're being followed just in behind by Megan's Shadow. Back behind Megan's Shadow is 1916, the one that's in front of Finding Fame, and Gentle Snoopy is in front of Finding Fame. Heading now towards the second last, and this Beg is not for stopping from Time for Bell in second, but it's Beg from Time for Bell, Do York, Glen Ava, 5 Crossroads and Saoirse Away. We lost Megan's Shadow back in about 7th as they begin the turn in now. 1 fence left to jump in the mares. And it's Beg with Do York spreading wide. Time for Bell between them. It's tight between the 3 to the final fence. Do York has gone to the front from Beg is trying to switch out, and then Time for Bell. The trio are clear, and it's Do York over the last from Beg. Time for Bell, the far side's mounting a big challenge. It's Do York who holds the advantage, running around a little in the closing stages, but Do York is going to see it out from Time for Bell. Beg is third. Fourth goes to Glen Ava, just in front of 1916. Half a dozen lengths to Saoirse Away. Milla Lee was 2 further back, 5 back to 5 Crossroads, and Callanese Pearl looks as though it's the final finisher because Finding Fame pulled up, and the other one to pull up coming up the straight was Gentle Snoopy.